Am I the a-hole for kicking a pregnant woman out of her seat? Okay, so this happened a few hours ago and I've only just calmed down because I hate conflict. Basically, I was doing a long travel day, 5-ish hours, so I booked my train in advance to ensure that I had a reserved seat. When I get on the train, a woman is in my seat, so I politely inform her that I think that's my seat, show her my ticket, and ask her to move. She checks her ticket and just says, well, I must have sat in the wrong seat, and puts her head down. I say that it's my seat and could I please sit in it. At this point, her partner sitting opposite her starts speaking at me in what I perceive to be an aggressive tone. He suggests I find another seat, which there are none because it's busy, and I say but I booked that seat and there are no other available seats in the carriage. He then raises his voice and says, well, someone else is in our seats and that his missus is pregnant. I say I understand and that I have a heart defect, which I do, and said everyone has their own medical issues and reasons standing for long periods of time might be difficult. And here I could be the a-hole. I ask him to not speak to me in an aggressive tone and that I will make a complaint. He then starts swearing at me and I ask him to stop. Eventually, the woman gets up and allows me to sit there and he continues to berate me, saying he hopes I feel good for myself and that I'm quiet now I have my seat, when really I just stopped engaging as I felt there was no point. One of the men who was sitting beside him offers that he and his partner sit in the seats opposite me. It's a table seat, at which point he sits his partner down and then laughs at me and points in my face. Eventually, when the ticket inspector comes around, they are asked to move to their assigned seats and she asks if I'm okay as another passenger had made a complaint on my behalf. I tried to focus on my phone, but my hands were shaking. The whole thing had left me rattled. A few people gave me reassuring looks, but no one said anything. I kept wondering if I should have just walked away, but wasn't the whole point of booking a seat to actually sit in it? I wasn't trying to be difficult, I just wanted to get through the journey without unnecessary stress. Even so, was I an a-hole? Should I have just left them alone as she was pregnant? And did I in any way escalate the situation?
Here are the top comments, plus Opie's reply.
Not the a-hole. There's no reason why the husband, as the healthy one, should have stayed in his seat. It's ridiculous that after hearing that you have a heart defect, he didn't get out of his seat and give it to his wife, allowing you to take yours. Even if they couldn't sit in their seats, there was no reason for her to have yours. The husband was being a selfish.
OP replied,
I didn't know whether stating my medical history was a bit heavy-handed because although true, I always hate using it any sort of combative situation. I don't want it to come across as woe is me, etc. When I said that, though, he kind of just didn't acknowledge that I'd said it and just reiterated that she was pregnant.
Not the a-hole. And if her partner was sitting opposite her, why didn't he just stand up and let her have his seat?
OP replied,
I don't know why I didn't think about that as a solution. Man, I wish I would have said that instead of any of the other things I said.